We live in a world that praises comfort. We're told to avoid pain, to seek ease, and to escape discomfort at all costs. From our beds to our phones, everything is designed to make our lives easier and more pleasurable. But here's the brutal truth. Comfort is making you mentally weak. While modern life feeds your need for quick relief, ancient wisdom, especially from Marcus Aurelius, teaches the opposite. He didn't talk about chasing pleasure or escaping hardship. He talked about mastering your mind, accepting pain, embracing discipline, and becoming stronger through the fire of adversity. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote isn't just inspiring, it's a call to responsibility. It forces us to face a painful truth. Most of our suffering doesn't come from the world, but from our own reactions to it. If you can control your mind, no circumstance can control you. But here's the problem. Most people today can't even go a single hour without getting distracted, anxious, angry, or mentally overwhelmed. Why? Because we've been taught to chase validation, approval, and emotional comfort from everything and everyone around us. That's why this video matters. Because you're not here to be soft or sensitive to every little discomfort. You're here to become mentally unshakable, to master your inner world like Marcus Aurelius did. And that's exactly what we'll explore in this video. We're going to break down 6 brutal but freeing truths straight from the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius that will rewire how you think, how you feel, and how you react to the world around you. These truths are not meant to make you feel good. They are meant to wake you up, to challenge your beliefs, and to push you into growth. Each of these truths will feel like a punch to the ego, but also like medicine to the soul. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand Marcus Aurelius more deeply, you'll feel stronger, calmer, and more in control of your life. So don't just sit back and watch. Really listen, reflect, and let this hit you. If something feels uncomfortable to hear, that's probably the part you need the most. Before we start, I want to tell you this. You're not broken, you're not weak, you're just untrained. And today, we train. So, like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts and affirmations. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Stoic wisdom and mental strength training. And most importantly, don't skip any part of this video. Let's begin. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I'm ready to rewire my mind. Nobody owes you anything, and that's freedom. One of the hardest but most freeing truths that Marcus Aurelius teaches us is this. Do not waste time arguing what a good man should be one. Now let's translate that into your everyday struggle. Stop expecting people to treat you fairly, understand your pain, or meet your needs. They don't have to. We're raised with this idea that people should behave a certain way toward us. They should respect us. They should love us. They should understand when we're going through something. But Marcus Aurelius would ask you, why are you depending on other people's behavior to find peace? Why are you giving away your emotional stability to their actions or inactions? Most of our disappointment in life doesn't come from life itself. It comes from our expectations of how others should treat us. When you release this expectation, something strange happens. You stop trying to control everyone. You stop needing to be understood. And you start focusing on one thing, your own character. Instead of demanding fairness, you become fair. Instead of begging for love, you become loving. Instead of needing validation, you validate yourself by how you show up every day. This is not weakness. This is the ultimate form of mental power, to act from your own internal standard, not from emotional reactions to others. Imagine walking into a room full of people who ignore you or disrespect you, and still remaining centered, calm, and unaffected. Imagine being overlooked and still being proud of how you carried yourself. That's what Marcus Aurelius meant when he said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." If someone disrespects you, your power lies in not becoming like them. If someone lies, you stay honest. If someone gossips, you remain silent and noble. Why? Because you're not living by their standards. You're living by yours, ones rooted in discipline, calm, and strength. You are no longer a slave to how people treat you. You are now a student of your own behavior. And this is what will truly rewire your mind. The moment you stop expecting anything from others and start demanding more from yourself, that's when your life changes. That's when you become a true Stoic. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I just rise above everything. Comfort will kill your potential. In modern life, we are taught to chase comfort. We're told to rest when we're tired, take it easy when we're stressed, and avoid pain at all costs. But here's the Stoic truth from Marcus Aurelius. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Most people aren't truly living. They're hiding in comfort, in distractions, in excuses. They think they're protecting themselves, but in reality, they're slowly dying from the inside out. Comfort is seductive. It whispers, "You've done enough today." It tells you, "Take the easy way out, you deserve it." It shields you from pain, but also shields you from growth. The hard truth is this: your potential lives on the other side of discomfort. Think about your life right now. Are you comfortable but unfulfilled? Do you feel stuck but safe? Are you doing okay? But deep down, you know you could be so much more. That's the price of comfort. Marcus Aurelius didn't live a life of luxury, even though he was the emperor of Rome. He trained his mind to be stronger than his emotions. He would rise early, endure hardship, and write in his journal every day, not for motivation, but for mastery. He knew that a weak man seeks comfort, but a strong man seeks challenge. He once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." A man who thinks like this doesn't waste his day in laziness or self-pity. He sees life as a responsibility, a battle, a chance to sharpen his mind and discipline his body. Let's be brutally honest. How many times have you chosen comfort over progress? You skipped the workout. You ignored the hard conversation. You stayed in the toxic relationship because it was easier than facing the truth. And every time you chose comfort, you killed a piece of your potential. This doesn't mean you should suffer for no reason. It means you should stop running away from the pain that is required for greatness. Discomfort is your friend. It's your coach. It's your test. And Marcus would tell you, lean into it. Train your body when your mind says stop. Discipline your habits when your emotions scream for comfort. Wake up early. Stay silent when you want to react. Work when nobody's watching. Because every moment you choose discomfort over ease, you are building a new mind. A mind that doesn't break under pressure. A mind that doesn't need to be babied. A mind that is clear, strong, and capable of greatness. Your growth will never come from what is easy. It comes from resistance, from sweat, from silence, from repetition, from sacrifice, and most of all, from rejecting the soft life that's being sold to you. Remember, comfort is the silent killer. It doesn't destroy you instantly. It just makes you numb, weak, and disconnected from your purpose. So, train yourself to love the hard path, because the hard path creates hard men, and hard men change the world. You are not your emotions. You are the master of them. You've been told to trust your feelings. You've been told that your emotions are your truth. But Marcus Aurelius would disagree. strongly. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This isn't just ancient philosophy, it's psychological warfare against your worst enemy, your reactive, emotional mind. Every time you lash out in anger, every time you spiral into anxiety, every time you feel insulted and take things personally, you're letting emotions rule you like a slave. You are not a slave. The Stoics believed that emotions are natural, but they are not rulers. They are visitors, signals. But the moment you let them take the driver's seat, you've lost your inner control. Let's look at a brutal truth. Your emotions are not facts. You might feel like someone disrespected you, but maybe it was your ego. You might feel like the world is against you, but maybe that's your fear talking. You might feel like you can't handle the pressure, but maybe that's your old story replaying itself. Marcus Aurelius trained himself every single day to question his feelings instead of obeying them blindly. He faced betrayal, war, stress, and deep personal grief, but he didn't crumble, because he understood this core principle. The mind can observe emotion without becoming it. Let that sink in. You can feel anger and still remain calm. You can feel fear and still move forward. You can feel sadness and still stay composed. How? By creating space between the emotion and the reaction. That space is your power. In his meditations, Marcus wrote, "You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action, and be satisfied if each one achieves its goal as far as possible." What does this mean for you? It means you don't wait to feel motivated to act. You don't wait to feel calm before making a hard decision. You don't wait to feel ready to take the risk. You act, regardless of how you feel, because your values, your character, your duty, they lead, not your mood. This is what separates the strong from the weak. The strong man controls his inner storm. The weak man becomes it. And if you want to rewire your mind, start here. Every time you feel a strong emotion rise, pause. Don't react. Breathe. Observe. Ask yourself, is this helping me grow? Is this emotion based on truth or ego? What would the disciplined version of me do right now? That reflection turns emotion into wisdom. And wisdom builds mental toughness. You don't need to numb your emotions or suppress them. You just need to own them. Don't let them own you. Here's the truth. You are not angry. You are experiencing anger. You are not sad. You are experiencing sadness. You are not anxious. You are experiencing anxiety. These are temporary. You are not. So let them pass. Like waves, you remain the ocean. Discipline is freedom. Indulgence is slavery. We often hear people say, "I want to be free. I want to do what I want, when I want." But what they don't realize is that most of the time, what they want is what keeps them weak. Marcus Aurelius didn't see freedom as doing whatever you feel. He saw it as the ability to control your urges, to resist temptation, and to choose what's right over what's easy. Just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter. That's Stoic freedom, not being free to indulge, but being free from indulgence, free from laziness, free from emotional chaos, free from addiction to pleasure. Because here's the truth most people avoid. Indulgence feels good now, but it owns you later. Every time you overeat, oversleep, overconsume, you feel like you're rewarding yourself, but really you're building chains. Chains of regret, chains of shame, chains of weakness. Real freedom. It's waking up early even when your body begs to stay in bed. It's putting in the reps when your mind screams to quit. It's choosing water over soda, focus over scrolling, silence over emotional outbursts. That's discipline, and that's real power. We think of discipline as a punishment, But Marcus Aurelius would remind you, it's a gift. It's the only path to peace. He once wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. As a human being, was I made for this? To snuggle under the blankets and stay warm?" He's not being harsh. He's being real. You were not made to live a soft life. You were made to struggle, grow, overcome, and rise. But if you let comfort dictate your actions, you'll never rise above mediocrity. Discipline is saying no to the things that keep you average. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, even when it's hard. Discipline is choosing your future over your feelings. Look around. Most people are mentally scattered, emotionally reactive, and physically soft, not because they're incapable, but because they lack discipline. They want success, but won't build the habits. They want peace, but won't silence the noise. They want strength, but won't go through the pain. That's not freedom, that's slavery. But when you choose discipline, something inside you starts to change. Your mind becomes sharper, your actions become aligned, your identity becomes unshakable. And here's the most important part. Discipline doesn't just build results, it builds respect for yourself. The kind of respect that no amount of praise or approval from others can replace. Every time you do the hard thing, you tell yourself, I can trust me. And that's real mental toughness. Not hype, not motivation, but trust in your own character. So if you want to master your mind, stop chasing what feels good now. Start building what will feel right forever. Train your body like a soldier. Guard your mind like a monk. Discipline your emotions like a king. And soon, you'll walk through this world with quiet power. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. Discipline is my path to freedom. Life is short. Most people waste it. One of the hardest truths to accept is this. Your time is not unlimited, and yet we live like it is. We delay our dreams. We scroll endlessly. We let days blur into weeks, into months, into years, promising ourselves, I'll start tomorrow. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us with sharp clarity, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up. We fear death, but we waste life. We live like we'll have infinite chances to fix our habits, repair relationships, build something meaningful. But here's the brutal Stoic truth.